Hello, Easthampstead Park. My name is Craig Harris and I work for Fujitsu as a service delivery manager. But another part of my role is I look after a partnership that exists between Easthampstead Park School and Fujitsu. In normal years, we'd come into school and do a number of events around careers. We'd help work with you in the classroom about lots of different topics. But this year, of course, that's not possible. So instead, we're joining you on video. And as part of your online safety week through assemblies this week, we've got Ebony from our cyber threat team who's joining to give us a presentation on online safety. So over to Ebony to take us through some online safety. Thank you.
Thank you, Craig. Hello, everyone. My name is Ebony Williams-Cox. I am a cyber threat analyst and I work for Fujitsu on the DNS security team. Give me a big cheer if you're raring to learn how to protect yourselves whilst glued to your phone. Hands up also if you use social media. That means Snapchat, Instagram, Spotify, TikTok, Facebook. The list is endless. Also, keep your hands up if you think you stay safe online. Perfect. Hands down. Imagine walking down the beach and your footprints are in the sand and you're leaving a track, right? You look back and you can see your footprints. Unless the water comes in and washes that away, it's gone forever. How about when you're online searching websites, posting snaps, contributing to Facebook statuses? Did you know that you're actually adding to your online footprint that can never be erased? Scary, right? Digital footprints come in two ways. You have passively and actively. A passive footprint is created when your data is being collected, and usually this is when you're not aware of it. Common examples of search engines storing your search history whenever you're logged in, and web servers logging your computer's IP address when you visit a website. An active digital footprint is created when you voluntarily share information online. Every time you send a tweet, every time you send a snap to your friends, every time you sign up for that new newsletter or post something on social media, you're actively contributing to your digital footprint. I'm going to show you a video which will give you an insight on when sharing your personal information online and how effective it can actually be.
Oh, hi, can I help?
Can I have a hot chocolate?
What's the name?
Joelle.
What was the name?
Alex.
Alex. There you go, Johnny.
Cheers.
If you like our Facebook page, we give you a free hot drink and a free pastry.
We have a new like for Damien.
Hey, Carl, are you
Stanley, bye. Hi there, can I help?
Yeah, I just liked your Facebook page.
Okay, I'll search Facebook
I'm
now.
searching Google.
Have a phone number.
I've got his email address.
Okay, Carly, are you ready?
For information on Damien.
Yep, I am.
Mother's maiden name is he banks with
Carly, this is the girl coming in now with the blue scarf.
What's her name? Nicholas.
Nicola. His date of birth, 7th May. She lives at 38A.
Just be a couple of seconds.
2 children, age 4 and 6. Previous address. She's got the postcode.
Yep, got it. Damien, age 26 and a fitness instructor.
How do you know that?
Brody, who goes to UCL. Martin, who went to South Thames College. Assistant psychologist at Great Ormond Street.
How did you know?
That is I don't really understand.
Oh, better?
You know I'm a Christian as well.
Oh, yeah, we know everything about you, Martin. Thank you. Nice to meet you, Anna from Russia.
So Action Fraud actually posted this awareness video just to show you your personal information is not safe, especially when it gets in the wrong hands. With lockdown being in place, you'll probably find yourselves being on the phone a lot more, exploring the websites, and sometimes maybe a little bit further than you imagine at times. You stumble across websites that you necessarily might not access on a day-to-day basis, or, you know, just in general. Being online means you could potentially be a target of social engineering attacks. Social engineering is the act of manipulating people into performing actions or revealing confidential information, rather than by breaking in or using technical cracking techniques, or what you may know as hacking from the surface. Usually people think hackers look like this, and that's not necessarily true. Hackers don't typically look like the ones in the press or the popular culture. Usually they're professionals who are responsible for the type of attack that is most common, social engineering. Social engineers are the zombies of social engineering who are after the brains. They nitpick people to get information, as this is a quicker way in to obtain information that people would like to keep private. And as tech evolves and gets better, they're starting to use more common techniques to social engineer. Time for a quiz. So I'm going to give you guys 20 seconds per question. If you turn to the person next to you, behind you, in front of you, or as a little group, however you are set out, I'll give you 20 seconds so you can discuss potential answers for this. It'll be nice for you to, make note and see how many you do get correct. Even if you don't get them correct, hopefully you see it as a good insight as to how crazy, hacking is essentially, or social engineering as a whole. So the first question we have here is, how often do you think an attack occurs? I'm going to give you 20 seconds. Okay, so there is actually a hacker attack every 39 seconds. And according to studies, an attack happens every 39 seconds on average, and non-secure usernames or passwords that are being used gives attackers more of a chance of success. An attack doesn't necessarily mean something has been hacked, and most sites have strong web application settings or even firewalls on the website to make sure the attack won't be successful. So on to the next question. How many records are stolen every second? So that's information, files, data, everything online. How many records do you think are stolen every second? I'm going to give you 20 seconds again. So a hacker actually manages to steal 75 records every second. These facts are shown on average a number of records stolen per second. Breaches are rare, but when they are done, a lot of information can be actually taken at once. The next question we have here is, how many websites do you think are hacked daily? So that's how many websites, so there are websites that you access on a day-to-day basis. When you go onto Google and type in www, etc., 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 how many of those websites do you think are hacked daily? Again, you've got 20 seconds, go. And the answer is 30,000 new websites are actually hacked daily. Can you imagine? That is unbelievable. So the last question, and probably one of my favorite, how many new pieces of malware are created by hackers daily? So malware could be suspicious software, viruses, anything malicious, anything that can damage your computer or asset. So how many pieces of malware do you think is created by hackers daily? Again, I'm going to give you 20 seconds. Off you go. Are we ready? Hackers actually recreate 300,000 new pieces of malware every day. And that's crazy. So that is, like I said, viruses or any other malicious software. So when you get an email, an attachment, a link, something that could contain something so vicious it could ruin your computer to a state that sometimes it can't actually be reverted back. So overall, users of social media, especially those at Easthampstead School, should not provide any personal details. You should remember stranger danger. Don't obviously put out information of your full name, the school you go to, your age, your dress especially. Do not post images that could obviously put you at risk. Make sure your profiles are private. Obviously, a private profile means safe for social media. Only allow the people that you know following you, and vice versa back. Don't obviously overshare any information, and don't reveal too much. Don't give out your contact number. Don't give out your bank details. The list is endless. So to wrap it up, there's a few things here that you should do to keep you safer online. You should make sure your passwords are different across all social platforms. This one's very important for me, myself. I've got so many passwords for each thing I have to log into that they're all completely different. It can drive me crazy sometimes, but I know that I'm going to be safe, especially whilst online. So if your password is cat123 or your favorite chocolate or your favorite football team, and it's the same for every single social media that you're using, you are actually making yourself a really big victim of being potentially social engineered. Always think before you post online as well, because everything you post cannot be deleted. Imagine what I said about at the start about the digital footprint. It never disappears. So be mindful of what you are posting online. Delete or deactivate any old accounts. Deactivate any old emails. Make sure you check your privacy settings. See what level you've got them set to and consider tightening them. You know, like I said at the start, make sure they're private, make sure they're not open to strangers to be able to view your stuff. And this is a massive one for me. I think you should be honest and open, especially with the kind of websites that you are checking out on a day-to-day basis. Or if there's a website you're not too sure how to access, then, you know, inform a parent, guardian, or a teacher, and they may be able to assist. Or even inform a parent, guardian, or teacher if you feel like you are in danger online, essentially. And another thing is, do not click. This is massive. If you see something you're not aware, it's in an email, you've been sent it on Instagram, you've been sent it on Snapchat, you've been sent it on TikTok, you've been sent it on YouTube. Again, the list is endless. If you are not aware of it coming your way, do not click, because again, you may end up being a victim of social engineering, and then your computer might end up with the malware that these hackers create. And you need to remember that's 300 pieces daily. So just be mindful of those particular things. If you do have any questions, feel free again to contact Mr. Lake so we can get those questions over to me to answer for you guys. But until then, think secure, act secure, and be secure. Thank you.
Massive thank you to Ebony there for some insights into online safety. Hopefully you've learned some things new and it's made you a little bit more aware about how to keep yourselves safe online. Like Ebony says, if you've got any questions, then ping them over to Mr. Lake and he'll be able to send them on to Ebony, and we can answer any questions that you've got. Other than that, hope you enjoy the rest of the week and stay safe online. See you soon.